My name is Merv Jersak, and my company is People First Project Management. I used to be one of those, I like to describe them as box of rocks, those IT people that it's all about process, it's all about technology. And I think what happened was over the years, I've realized how much the people side of the equation really matters. I always look at it this way. Projects are based on if you want, and I use the analogy of a three-legged stool. You've got process, you've got technology, and you've got people. And that's well known throughout the industry. And I can tell you that I have never seen a project fail based on process problems or technology problems. That only leaves one failure point. And when I realized that, I began to probably mellow out my own high-strung IT engineering type personality and began to look more on what happens with end users and also with staff on the IT side. How it is that we need to care for them and take care of their personal contributions to the project. When IT staff hire their staff, they tend to hire the brightest and the best. These are young people who are just absolutely intelligent. But in that assumption and with the ongoing training, I think what happens is they forget that there is some more care and feeding that has to happen with those people. On the client side, there's a similar assumption. IT staff assume that they really know their business, and they do. They know their subject matter very well. But then the IT staff expect the client staff to know as much about IT as IT people do. And that doesn't ever work. There's something missing here, whereas we treat process and technology with utmost respect and dignity, somehow we assume that our own staff and client staff know exactly what they should be doing at all times, but we don't. And so when I looked at that and I thought the one place that we can improve projects is in the way we handle our people, and that's where I decided that that would be my next consulting stage, is to work with the people in dealing with IT projects. Oh, the results are phenomenal. I mean, if you take care of that people side where they are really humming along and working in concert, both the IT staff and the client staff, and we're not missing a beat, we can stop the bleed when it comes to schedule overrun. We can stop the bleed when it comes to overtime and all of the things that go into project overruns and project extraneous expenses. We can save, I've estimated that if we can save anywhere from 3 to 10% just on how we handle our people, that is an incredible amount of money that goes either to the profitability on the IT vendor side or is money that the client side doesn't have to spend additionally to bring in their projects on time and within budget. The people are absolutely critical to making those schedules work. If there's one thing that I would like the IT vendor to hold on to and leave with after they've viewed what I offer, I think it's probably the fact that I have been in the trenches for 40 some years and I've seen, maybe not all, but pretty much all. And therefore, that collective wisdom that I can bring to the table as they work with their staff and develop their staff to help them understand that managing schedules is not just process and technology. Managing schedules is getting people involved and committed. If they can see that part of it and hold on to that, then they will absolutely walk away with something that is profitable for them. If I'm the client side, all I know from a client side is I've got my day job and this new system is going to help my day job. But I don't know anything about IT. IT is asking me to contribute, but I don't know what that means. So what I have done, and I've done this with several client organizations, I've worked with them in terms of being able to set their teams up for success. On the client side, typically it would be the project sponsor. That is the person who is about to lay out several $1 million to bring in an IT vendor or to deal with their IT internal department, their internal department IT staff. And he wants a little protection for that budget. And so he hires me as a seasoned IT professional who understands the client side of the project management or project delivery equation. And then I work with his or her staff almost as a extra level of assistance, knowledge, wisdom to help them prepare themselves for that project delivery. On the IT side, again, typically it would be someone at the executive level Someone who's looking at their portfolio of projects, they may have 10 teams doing 10 different projects, and 7 of them are failing. Clue, there's something wrong somewhere. So what's going well with the 3 that is not going well with the 7? What are the good parts of the 7? What are the parts that we can improve on? They would bring in myself or someone like myself to be able to work with them to see where those soft spots are and improve them. And I can guarantee it's on the people side and how they're handling, managing their people. Typically what happens is you can start to see the project schedule bend back towards on time, or you may see the profitability bend back towards being profitable again, or those sorts of things. And as we go along, it's not an overnight fix most of the time, but it is a fix, and we can see those positive changes in the projects and in the performance of the teams. Projects succeed. Projects move forward quickly. There's less concern about profitability because it's not leaking. There's less concern about over budget because it's not happening, and schedules are being met, and client needs are being introduced into those systems that they're about to inherit when the project is finished. So I think you've heard what I have to offer, what I've had to say. If any of this makes sense to you, please give me a call. Let's talk about where I can be of service to your organization, where I may be able to perhaps find those soft spots in your project management processes that you're not seeing because you're too close to it. 40 years of being in the trenches has taught me a lot, and in some ways I'm humbled by my own experience and some of the mistakes that I made when I was a younger project manager. So call me. Let's talk. Let's see where we can help improve your project processes.